Hey folks, welcome to today's delivery download, and in today's session I'm going to be talking about why buying more project management software and rolling that out across your organization is not necessarily going to give you the benefits that you are looking for. So here is the scoop, folks. I cannot believe how much project management or so-called project management software there is available. If I were to Google, and you can do it, project management software online as a software as a service, you would see an incredible amount of different tools come up. I'm going to try and think of a few by memory. Monday, Zoho, Wrike, Basecamp, Trello, right? Now, when we were running projects many years ago, all you had was Microsoft Project and Visio, although I wouldn't really call Visio that, you'd use that for some diagrams, but really Microsoft Project and Excel, that's what you would use. And lo and behold, today I still use those two software tools. I do use one other, but for my sort of management of my own personal tasks, as opposed to management of the team and the projects when I'm running projects, which I'm doing today. I run projects day to day for my clients. So we're seeing this, and I quoted 5 there, right? If I Googled it, and I have done this, you come up with at least 50, right? Absolutely, huge volumes of project management software tools. Now, tools like Jira, for example, are perhaps more development management tools. So I don't really include things that are about development management, test management, bug issue fixing, that are, software kind of tool, proper software tools for managing the process of building software. But project management tools. So what I find is that organizations, and when I was at BAE Systems, we were asked to look at Clarity. There's another tool as well. And I'm going back a few years, but when I assessed that, I was like, oh my God, the last thing I want is all the project managers spending all their time dealing with the tool, right? Trying to enter the data in, trying to link things together, waiting for websites to load, yada, 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 right? It's just going to be so counterproductive to what they need to do. And that's delivering and leading projects, getting people to do stuff. So we didn't go with it in the end. Now, I don't work for BAE Systems anymore. I don't know what they do currently, and maybe they've reassessed some other things. But what I do know is that when I've been looking recently, I was looking for an alternative for a project planning tool. I'm using Excel currently and Microsoft Project, and I sort of use them in different variations depending on the circumstance. But what I found was I went and used Basecamp. So I thought, I'll try Basecamp. I went to build a plan inside Basecamp. Literally, unless I was using this thing wrong, I could not find a way to build a plan inside Basecamp. Couldn't find it at all. And I don't think it's possible. I think you can set milestones and deadline dates, but the fundamentals of building a plan just were not there. So that's a tool which is, I think it's got millions of subscribers. You look at it, they must be absolutely cleaning up. But anyway, if you can't build a plan, I don't see how one can run a project. If you're from Basecamp, look, let's have a chat. I don't want to pick you out necessarily. There are others that sort of fall into this bucket of sort of, I think they're more task management tools rather than project management tools. Right, Slack probably falls under the term project management, but it's a communication tool, right? But you can't plan inside it. So I think for me, some of the core processes of project management have got to be available within the tools. Right, now, whatever one does, right? Let's say you were to choose one of these tools or one of the more industrial strength tools. I can understand that you might choose to do that, and there could well be some value in doing so. But I believe the value is only possible when something else has been achieved first. And I'm just going to hop onto the whiteboard. Let's have a look at a couple of things here. Hopefully the lighting's okay in my, I'll do green pen in my room here. Sorry, we're still in sort of, working at home mode, aren't we? You see, now I liken a project to a mobile phone. So this is my iPhone. We don't have the little button down at the bottom anymore, do we? So this is my iPhone. And what we've got on the iPhone is you've got your apps. And these apps are all got their purpose. There's some really good ones, and there's some naff ones, and you've got your favourite ones down at the bottom, all right? Now, the thing about an app, when we click this app, it will only work when something else is working first. And what's required, fundamentally, as a baseline for the app to sit on top of, is the iOS. So the operating system. So the app is only going to work when you've got an operating system underneath it. And so what I liken about with project management is the app, the equivalent for us, right, running projects will be that the app is RPM software tool, right? And you'll have to do your assessment of what's right for you and your organization. But the only way that can work is if that is sitting on side the fundamentals of the psychology. Am I going to spell this psychology? The project management psychology that you've got going on within your organization. So if your organization is not set up with the right mentality for running projects, then any kind of app that you put on top of this is never going to work. So some of the key things I'm thinking about when I think about this are principles around ownership, principles around proactivity. We're talking about the psychology of individuals. And we're particularly talking about the psychology of the project managers that work for you, right? And the capacity and the capability of those project managers. You see, what we need is project managers who are going to be focused on one thing. And for me, it's the focus on results. And there's way too many project managers out there that instead will give you process. So you need project managers that have got a history of delivering results, teams that have got a history of delivering results, because if you give them more project management software, all they're going to do is go to process first. And process is going to take time. Now you need some of this, that's okay, but you need some of that, and you want to be delivering results. And for me, the danger, folks, is that you will end up with new tools being rolled out, right? And there's an inordinate amount of them, tools for everything. It really and truly is. You'll have this sort of engine, this function of, this department of people just running these tools and not getting the value out of it, because the adoption is, the effort to adopt, it becomes sort of not worth it when compared to putting that effort, quite valuable effort, into having your project managers become project leaders and owners and generating the results, right? And better project owners and leaders, right, they won't need swanky software to do everything. They'll find different ways to drive ownership, for example, of tasks with the people that work for them, and to get work done with suppliers, etc., right? Rather than needing all the tools in the world to try and sort of take on board that for them, right? They'll have the right skills, the right sort of soft skills to be able to do that job. So before you go hiring or spending money on tools, what I recommend you do is you hire high caliber project managers. High caliber project managers that have got a real history of delivering results. And from there, you can then use those folks, that high caliber team, to assess, right, what are the right project management software options available to us? Now, maybe you're already in that place. Great, go for it. Assess the right tools, and you can work out what will fit for your organization, but it's certainly not a one size fits all. And be careful, because you could risk spending a lot of money and not getting the results back in return. So hopefully that's helpful. And of course, if you would like to get in touch with me, do feel free. If you'd like to explore whether it's just straight project management resourcing, project professionals, PM training for your teams, or indeed some consulting from some more senior program directors for your programs, any size, shape, type of programs, no problem at all. Just get in touch with me and we can see if there is a good fit for us working together. Look forward to speaking with you, and catch you next time. Bye.